Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saints Row 2. Last time we left off, we were doing some more activities. I think we just completed Fuzz. And I think I'm like, okay, what to do next? I think the last activity that I haven't shown off is drug trafficking. I think after that, I think I've showed off all of the... That's right, this asshole just runs me over. He's like, okay, whatever. I think I just like, okay, whatever, I'll just start surfing on your fucking vehicle. And I did see that tag, but I don't go back and get it. So I'm surfing. But yeah, so I think the last activity that I haven't turned off quite just yet is the drug trafficking, which I do show off in this video. And I think we can then actually move on to story relevant plot points, you know? Take out the quote-unquote last group of people. I wouldn't call them a gang, but they do cause us quite a problem, so they are still a threat of some sort. But yeah, so I think we've already done all the activities. I think I did like most of my talking, my spiels about all the diversions and activities. For the most part, they're pretty decent. They do get kind of repetitive if you try and do like levels 1 through 6 again, like over and over, one after the other, and then doing like all the instances one after the other, the same things, kind of gets repetitive after a while. Especially which one is it? Heli-Assault kind of gets repetitive and annoying because I don't like flying helicopters in general. But that's a personal preference. It's just sort of like, hey, go here, protect here, fly here, protect them, follow. But yeah, for the most part, they're pretty good. Although a little repetitive at times, but, you know. And I think this is when my car started to fuck up. You'll notice that it goes slower. That's not me pressing buttons. I'm holding on the A button, which is accelerate, and I think it's like it's supposed to be right trigger, but I changed it to A button, whatever. For some reason, it kept like stalling out on me every now and then, and I'd like just go really slow for a second, like right there. I think I got annoyed at this point. Like at one point, I'm like, okay, just fucking off-road this into find a better car somewhere. I was like, okay, where the balls is this? I really want to get out of this car. I don't know if it's the car itself or if I broke the car, damaged it a little too much before getting in, or what. But it is definitely a lemon. It is one hell of a junker, I'm telling you that. Ah, jeez, like... yeah, I think at that point I was like, fucking whatever. Oh yeah, I wanted to try out the stored vehicle delivery.
I've been waiting to show you what I can do.
Is this the first time I've actually called him? So I was like, okay, bring me the Raycaster. Tally-ho. Pretty fast, brings me in. However, the hitbox for the car kind of jacked out and weird. Luckily I was able to get into this one, but it happened several times. Like you'll notice my wheel stopped and like went into the car there. So the hitbox is it's a little weird for the Raycaster. I don't know if this is like I don't think it's, you know, supposed to be like that, but at the same time I don't know if it always happens with the Raycaster or with every car. I only brought out the Raycaster, so I can't really tell you if it was just, you know, just the one car, if I somehow bugged it out. But it happens most of the time that I'm I call out the Raycaster. It's a pretty fast like call out, like they bring the car to you very fast, but it is rather annoying when you try and get into the car, but the car is technically not there because the game can't register it. But you can see the car, walk through the car, but you can't get in the car. You're like, game, please. So you can buy the crowd control, but I bought the store instead. Or not buy the crowd control. You can go and do the crowd control, which is an activity. You can't buy activities. However, the last one is drug trafficking for us. So I think I already showed off the Hitman, which was the other activity I ran and unlocked. Or not unlocked, but uncovered.
Lose? Well, what you doing here? I thought the Colombians were sending their mule.
They did.
You're shitting me.
Why are you surprised?
I just never thought I'd see you doing, like, actual work.
Correct.
Believe me, I wouldn't be here if Manuel hadn't cut me off.
Yeah, that was a fucking shocker.
Can we not talk about it?
He found someone younger, didn't he?
Are you gonna help me sell this shit or not?
Well, aren't you the big bad drug dealer?
You know what? Fuck you.
I'm coming. I wouldn't want to miss this.
So I don't know who she is. I assume she was in the first game. That's why they have some sort of relationship together. But it doesn't really
Loa
matter
dust
to me.
has been crippling the Colombians' profits. You're making them very happy.
But yeah, so drug trafficking is rather easy. For the most part, all the activities have been like you drive to this location, you go here. Now we have to escort someone
Did I tell you
over
Victor
here.
was a friend of Mero's? It was a tattoo thing.
So we have to escort this girl around, and for the most part, all the deals go rather simply. Like, oh, she walks over, she talks to them, done, finish
An
over.
appropriate I'm sorry gift for a hit and run.
But there are some times where the deal will go bad, and you'll have to chase down someone, you have to kill someone, that sort of thing. Since I own most of the neighborhoods, aka all of them except for one,
Friends are not going to be
I have a
happy.
bunch of gang members just like layered around here. So whenever people attack me, they get shot by the random gang members around, which is nice. But yeah, drug trafficking is rather easy. You just sort of like sit in the car with her. You get a bunch of you just go through all the jobs, the deals, I should say, not the jobs. You go to the deals, shoot a bunch of people. It does get harder and harder. The first one was rather simple. It's like 3, maybe 4 people. You'll notice that she drives a little more recklessly and a little faster when she's getting chased by people, which is definitely something to note because she could drive rather slow. Like I'm talking like stopping at stoplights and shit like that, and you're like, come on. But when she's getting chased, she just doesn't give a shit and she runs into everything. Which is good and bad, because it's good that she's fast. It's bad that she hits into people and can potentially
Careful. There's more coming.
like wreck her car. But after you get the jobs done, the deals done, you have to bring her back to a certain location, and for the game to figure out that you are done and finished with the.
I'm so sick of that happening.
Then don't drive on the goddamn sidewalk, you crazy bitch. But yes, you just drive her back to a location. I don't know if it's the beginning or not. No, it's not the beginning, but it's just a random location. And then the game, the level is finished. And there you go. That's the first level of drug trafficking. 100 XP and I think 5,000 experience. Whoa, plus the style bonus. And this is level 6. Look at that transition. It was beautiful, I know.
Okay, Manuel's got me on a tight schedule, so let's get going.
And level 6 can get a little crazy, as you can see already. It's a little bit crazy. They do give you a bunch of satchel charges, and I love playing around with the satchel charges. So you'll see me doing that a lot. I thoroughly love using the satchel charges, and I wish I had unlimited satchel charges in this game. You'll notice that there's only 5 deals done, or 5 deals to be done. So there's not a lot like to do in the game or in this area. It just takes a while. Are we getting chased by the cops? Is that? We aren't anymore. I thought there was 2 guys.
Changed since the Carnales days.
But I do get out and I do get run over because gang members are fun. The dealer's running off without paying. That's right. And he goes flying. Does he get in the magma? Okay. I think I wanted to blow everything up, but I got it on the wrong charge. The wrong charge on the wrong place. Blow up. I got him. Okay, got him. I do try and place all the satchel charges in place before it like blows up. You can hit it, but you have to throw the satchel charges and trigger just as they're on top of it. in order to get a gang multi-kill. It does take a little bit of timing. Nothing too... If I can do it, it's not the hardest thing in the world. I think I just barely got it on that one. I think I'm out of satchel charges, aren't I? Yeah. They only give you like 11 or so. And I'm only got one deal done. So, I don't know the rocket launcher, that is. The next best thing. They do give you a whole like array of weapons. I don't know if it's sorted, like situated for this particular event. But they do give you like specific weapons. Like, they give you the satchel charger, they give you the rocket launcher. And I think I got impaled on a lamppost. I think I went through the lamppost. Now the good thing about this mission is that you don't have to worry about driving her particular car. I always hate it when the game's like, hey, you need to get in this particular car. Otherwise you fucked up and you failed and you should feel bad. So you can like take random cars and whatnot, which is nice. Although you have to be a little more worried about the cars, the particular cars you pick up, because they can be just awful. This one's rather slow, and I think some of them will have like pop tires, because I do steal a lot of the rodent cars that are chasing us, because there's so many of them, and the ones that don't get blown up.
Keep it up.
I think this car is smoking. Yep. So I was like, okay, well, I fucked up. I didn't even get the car, I don't think. And I was like, okay, we need to get the balls out of this one. And I also had to get out of the car because the actual dealer is a little farther away than sitting in the corner. So if you sit in a car over here, it'd be like, hey, you're too far away, you're going to abandon your partner. I was trying to get in the car, but then it started to get on fire, and I was like, oh, I should get away from that. Oh, and I was dealing with dual wheel. I was trying to dual wield SMGs. Yeah, I finally like got annoyed and stopped trying to jump over. And I do have a pop tire. Luckily, he doesn't give a shit about pop tires. So, that is lucky for us, because if she had to deal with pop tires in general, and she's like, I can't drive the car with pop tires, you'd be pretty fucked. Or I'd be pretty fucked, I should say. I was like, okay, I don't want to get in a car that has pop tires, and that one looks okay. The only thing I take this one. I think I take this one. Did she go down? No. She shouldn't go down. The dealer is under attack. So if the dealer does die, you can revive her. It's also like most what do you call it? Oh, I think I was trying to shoot off not rockets, but grenades. But I don't have the attachment or any grenades to shoot because I had the satchel charges. Probably better, just in general, because I like satchel charges. But now I'm using the rifle to shoot the driver. I wasn't trying to blow up a car. I was trying to shoot the driver, so the driver would die and they would have to get out of the car. We only have one more deal to make, and then get home. Oh, it's this deal. I remember this particular deal. Because the cops were here, never knows showed up, and I was like, oh. And then I think I blew up the car. Honey, I blew up the car. Yeah, not the best. So now it's like, okay, I guess we can just wait for the rodent to show up. And I think the rodent almost killed me here. Because I'm reloaded in the middle of this fight. Okay, let's get in the car. And then I think the dealer gets stuck behind it and starts trying to steal the car. And then dies. I was like, what the balls? Why are you stealing their car? and then that's right, the car blew up, and that's why I almost thought I died. But I gotta revive my homie and pick up a car that's not lit on fire / almost dead. This probably has like 3 pop tires or something stupid, knowing my luck. One of them's popped. Top left, I think. I don't know about the right side. I know the top left is definitely popped.
People are animals.
But now that the job has been done, so I
Maybe
just
I should have
I just have to get to
changed
the waypoint without dying. So hopefully I can do that. Fingers crossed.
Don't get them near me.
Could you stop complaining? We're here. Calm down. Calm down, lady. Drug trafficking. We get a Ronin notoriety. Notoriety. Jeez, why is that word so hard to say? It gets reduced. But we've already taken out the Ronin, so not really the biggest of help for me. Although it doesn't really bother me. I'm not doing it for the prize. I'm just doing it to show off. Usually I don't even do most of the activities. I just usually do like the ones that I really like.
Great, it'll be right up.
Like the Fight Club,
Take me with you?
the Septic Avenger. I love having the infinite sprint from the insurance fraud. That's what it's called. And luckily enough, there is a second activity of insurance fraud. I've already showed off the Hitman. I've already showed off crowd. I think I've already done everything. And I think they're in diversion or statistics. So I think I'd just go and show off all the things that I've done. I've been arrested 4 times. Oh, damn. I've died 169 times. Ha, lol, 69. Cash earned through. I've earned $1 million. So I explored 51 out of 52 neighborhoods. I control 44 out of 45. House acquires number of homies 5 out of 9. I assume I get most of those through activities. And I think I noticed that I was missing one of the cribs. I was like, oh, I only have 10 out of the 11. Lol, what? I'm not sure if I'm going to do all the secret hidden stuff, the CDs, the secret areas, tags. But here's what I'm looking for. So, crowd control, I've done an instance of. I've done the roller derby, or the demo derby, not the roller derby. That'd be interesting to see. I've done the drug trafficking. I just did the drug trafficking. I've done one instance of escort, one instance of Fight Club, trailblazing, insurance fraud, mayhem, Septic Avengers. So I think I've shown off each and every single one of them. So now we can move on in the next video to go do actual story-related stuff. And I'm pretty sure this thing is not an actual mission. It's just a video to show off the next quote-unquote gang that we have to go fight. And there's also that. Do I go and buy that first? I don't know.